Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, now I am audible.
Hello? Yeah, now.
So, guys, we are here. Let's share my screen. And so, let's analyze gold really quick. So, this is pre London session. We are half an hour before London session, right? So, let's see what's there for us in the London session. So on 4 hour we can see we have 2.5 hour left for candle to close. We just I think 1 hour is coming from support to potential resistance to sell off. Let's see what's there on 30-minute time frame. On 30-minute time frame we can see price created support. I mean we have some sort of resistance right over here, and if we measure this range, this is 272 pip range, which means it's huge range for gold. And but in recent days, we can see like prices this much range is just nothing for gold, but for us, it's more, right? Let's take a sneak peek at 15-minute time frame. As you can see, session trend is completely bullish, but still, if we can see the candle have moved bullish, and if we get a candle to close bearish in our direction, do you think sell would be valid? For you to think that 15-minute, if we form resistance, sell will be valid, or no, you should drop down to one time frame lower to see if these rejections are like weak fills or are they rejection wicks. You have to drop one time frame lower to see what's the case. If you drop down to one time frame lower, you can see this is some sort of rejection area, right? So in 15 minutes, you have this some sort of uh, candle closing above. So if we can get a candle closing below this zone, 15-minute candle, then yeah, if your candle can close bearish, then we can hit bearish, because if we drop down to 5 minute, you can see we have rejection over here. So if this candle closes bearish on 15 minute, if we close bearish, then on 5 minute this rejection would not be a rejection, it will be simply a weak fill, which means price can further move down, and there would not be a rejection. So the whole point of trading is just to find either we have rejection zones, we have a clean range, and we just execute on clean ranges.
Ranges.
So as of now, we have nothing to do. We'll just wait for this 15-minute candle to close, and let's see what we gonna get. See, if you think this is a breakout buys, then no, because we are overextended, and the safest bet for you is to buy from support and sell from resistance. So we have moved up too much. So it's kind of like a waiting game right now. But if a candle can close bearish, then I'm more likely interested for sells. Other than that, it's just more than. If I go back to yesterday's loss, which was a dumbass loss, like What I've realized from my trading is I started treating trading like randomly. Like I did not treat it as like as a job or something, because see, I've been taking trades randomly. Break even over here in Asian session, London session, New York session, again to New York session. Bro, this is too much. So the safest bet would be just to focus on one session, one or two trades a day, and that's all. See, this was loss, take profit, loss. The first day on Monday was very good actually. Took a sell, captured this, took a sell, captured this, went up, came down, buy, captured this, Wickfield, took a sell, captured this, took a sell, captured this, unnecessary buys. So yeah, I focus on quality over quantity. Sells, sells, if candle closes, there is. So now if it breaks the low, is it a good sell? No, because 30 minute is proper bullish, H1 is kind of 30 minute we are 15 minute we 30 minute is kind of bullish, so it would be hard for me to take sales. You even see this candle is very huge, so this will take sales as clear as near to support, as near to resistance. Even if it goes down, I don't fucking care. GJ, what's GJ doing? GJ came down. It's one like this, but I don't trade on GJ, but I'm just doing analysis. See, this was a rejection week, right? So is this a rejection week or a week fill we can drop down to 15-minute time frame and identify? This was actually a rejection kind of week. So I mean, price is just ranging, to be honest. 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, 20 minute. Broke the high, clean drains, but this candle moved too much. We were consolidating, broke above. This candle found support. It's kind of out of 17 pip, you can easily get 6 pips, 7 pips. But we have moved up too much at this point. So, so it's just gonna be a game of waiting. It rejected this area. See? So as this 15-minute candle is closing bearish and we have clean range, is it a good idea to sell? I don't think so because we have moved down too much actually, to be honest. We have rejection here. I'm not too comfortable with the sales. Now I need something like candle to come down, form support, then we can buy. I think that would be a great idea. At the end of the day, we just gotta look at where is the clean range for price to move. Actually, this was a bad loss I took because I was in my phone and I traded through phone, and this was not my trading time. And like, it's just messes here mind because see, in H1 you can see the candle close bullish above the range, but this was a volatile candle. See, wicks are bigger, and still I thought it would go up, which was it's the good time to sell. Um, 5 minute close to Paris. If this wicks up, breaks below the low, we have this range to be filled. Maybe because we have the number one thing you gotta ask is, do you have clean range? And honestly, we have clean range. Yeah, we have clean range coming down to here. So yeah, if this candle can wake up and break below the low, we can have maybe one to one a quick spike because we don't want the full range. Like we have range still here, but we don't want full range. We want 50% of the range. So yeah, it does make sense. If I take a sell or something, if the candle closes below this, if the candle can 0 point so yeah, my stop loss is a little above this, and if this candle flips bearish, then I think we have high probability for price to just move down as we have range. I'm giving this little range for price to move up actually. Come on, buddy. Now, if it breaks the low, we have very high probability we are moving down. Because on 1 minute with all ranges, right? Clean candles, see? Clean candles. This is what we target. This is what we expect in every trade to have. And my one rule of thumb is this, like, if a candle if a candle moves aggressively down within the first minute, then I just let it go because that's not the trade I want to be in. This candle with the wick is, if this breaks the high and moves up, so be it. Mhm. XAUUSD. So 5 minute, if we drop down to 5 minute, it's kind of impulse in trend setup. Yeah, yeah. We came down, we formed resistance, we have clean range. Now, if it breaks its own high, the trade is just invalid because now then we had been retraced more than 50% at that time, so it would just be invalidated. And if we entered a certain trade, we just gotta see how we can manage our risk because risk management is the key. So if this 15-minute flips varies, then I'll be in for sales for that quick spike to the downside, which would be my trade for the day. can just drop in just last minute, last. And if I got in on this trade, I'm just looking at actively looking at how can I manage my trades. How can I manage my trades? That's the only thing I can control. Like, how can I manage my trades? How can I manage my trades? That's the only thing I'm gonna look for. And the only thing, if it breaks the low, see, we have, we can see candle is rejecting this area actually. But still, if we break below the low, we have that clean range, honestly. But we are running out of time. Like, we just left 5 minutes for candle to close. So what's the probability this price is gonna move bearish in the last 5 minutes? I think we have still the probability, and the reason for the probability to play would be as, say, this 15-minute candle wants to move down, then this candle has not came down and rejected this zone, right? So if this candle would have came down and rejected this area, then we can say that, oh, it came down previously and it rejected, so this would be a rejection area. But this candle closed bearish and it has not even tested this area, so if this candle comes down and tests this area, then it's more likely to just break this area because it has not tested before. And at this point, as this candle is moving bullish and it broke its own high, so yeah, the trade is invalid. The sell is invalid. We gotta readjust the zones. 1 hour close above, we have rejection. 30 minute, we have resistance right over here. This candle actually form resistance as well, right? This candle form resistance. We have clean range. 15 minute form some sort of support, no clean range. So yeah, this was a bad trade because there were no any confirmations. This was bad trade because 30 minute was closing below and we had rejection. I didn't manage risk. Good loss, good loss. had lost because we had a rejection on 5 minute over here. Even though we had support, candle was heavy at resistance. 15 minute, good one, bad one. So the side that I have done wrong is just like entering on rejection area without knowing them. So my focus would just be on enter on areas where there is no rejections. Like if there is rejections, if you think this is a it's a weak will or weak rejection, then you just gotta drop one time frame lower and see the example in if on M30 you see if on M30 you see this potential weak fill, you gotta drop down to 15-minute time frame to see if there's a weak fill or if there is a market structure or something. Just like that. And it's actually easy. 30 minute we closed below. 15 minute we found some sort of doji. With we have this range actually. M30 M15 formed support. M30 formed resistance. Gonna break on first minute. I'm just gonna be away from this, but we also have this range to be filled. So if this candle breaks its own high, we have this week to be filled and maybe further push up for price. It should not break the high in first minute. It kind of filled this week. See, it filled this week, and I'm expecting it to drive up a little bit. I closed at BE, but this is what emotional trading looks like. Actually, this is an emotional trade. This is emotional trade. This is pure emotional trade. This was fucking small range. I expected it to fill this week and move little up, but at the same time, I have to check my spreads and the ranges we have. It's 22 pip range, 27 pip range, 28 pip range. It was good range, but still my spread was kind of high. This point, so was a bad one. No impulsive decision, but still it filled the wick and moved. And it, I know it will reject this area because see, this week it filled the wick, but we don't know if it will reject or not. Even this candle closes bullish. No, yeah, see, it just rejected this week. You just gotta check the range. That's what emotional trade looks like. We can buy above closer. This week becomes wick fill, and we can sell below closing.
Now it's July. 3.5 months, my son. 3.5 months. Let me show you in this like second. Studio. Can we scout? Okay. So, if you look at the 30-minute time frame, this is sort of like the buy I took earlier on, where we had this support farm, we made the support, price moved up, and this is the point where the top very close. So now, take a look at this. Let me know if it's about to come up. We are creating a resistance. So if you look on the 15-minute time frame, you can see the kind of structure that we're creating on the 15-minute. You got resistance at 4004. You have like a minor support form on the 15-minute time frame. I know, like most of the times I'd say that it's not important or whatever to look at the 15-minute time frame, but sometimes you just have no choice. You literally have no choice at all. So I think in that case, it could be okay to look at the 15-minute. So that's why we're looking at this right away. Your chart looks very clean. This is an infinite chart is not. This is an infinite chart. What do you mean? Your chart looks very big. Just give me a chart. Like daily and like weekly. It's only going to be reasonable if we can break below 39.95. 39.94. That's going to be the only way that we can compete. Wow, look at that. I'm having a winning streak on this account. Winning streak. It took one loss over there for $72 and then just winning streak over it. But look how I scaled up my lot size, right? 0.02, 0.02, 0.02, 0.01, 0.03. I can piss off $4 trade patterns. It's a great opportunity for an impulse entry. Great opportunity for an impulse entry. I'm not going to take it because I already took my trades for today. Let me show you my trades for today. Today. Two trades, 630. But yeah, this is going to be a great opportunity for impulse entry for like because if this candle now stays below 39.95, the next candle can wake up right below the low and push down here. Who's the founder of Dominion Markets or something? How can I join your course? The link is in the description. By the way, I'm going to be in Bangkok on the 21st of August. 21st of August, I'm going to be in Bangkok. We have 75 seats. 25 seats are gone. The link is in the description. And you'll be able to trade with us live. Live trade. What about it? Is there a 30-minute time frame? I don't know about 30-minute time frame. I think this makes sense for you. Tell us about that.
I took a sell right over here, and my TP is based on 15 to, this is the full range, so maybe 50% of the range. Stop loss is within the range. The way I'm gonna manage the risk on this is the way I'm gonna manage the risk on this is, so the 15-minute candle closes in 3 minutes. The 15-minute candle broke below the low, impulse entry. 30-minute broke below the low, impulse sell. I mean, the way I'm gonna look at this to manage the risk is was impulse right. So on 5 minute, if this candle breaks the high of previous 5 minute, gonna close 50%, and the rest I'm gonna keep at 50% of the range. Yeah, 50% of the candle. It should look like 50%. there. If this 5 minute candle can close, if this 5 minute breaks the high, then I'm gonna close 50%. Else, I'm good. Ideally, it should wake up and break below the low. Mm, there went to 0.11.
Pakistan 678. Okay. Do you guys get payouts in Pakistan? Yeah. Doesn't give refugees to Pakistan locals, please answer no. You know what? I do. We do give payouts to Pakistanis, but Pakistanis are the only clients who like to cheat the system. They love to cheat the system, Pakistanis. I don't know why. Yeah. Wow, look at that. We're ranging now. So this is going to be a zone where we will call this a no trade range. This is a no trade range. Nothing happening over here in this range. No trade range. Do you do FVGs? No. No FVGs. 29th June. Let the clouds deliver. Okay, got it. Explain your life in trading. Short no. My life in trading? Nothing. We're just ranging here. There's nothing. It's trading around. Yes. Last time anytime you started working, so for the consolidation break, yeah, just gotta wait for that. You should try Wildwood Gym. It's located right on the beach. You know what? I think I'm gonna go to this Wildwood Gym tomorrow. I'm gonna go there today, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna go there tomorrow. I'm gonna go there tomorrow. Yeah, see this, we got the support right here. We need the candle to break and close below 39.95. 39.95. So we can continue to push down. I don't know anything about liquidity sweeps. I don't know anything about these profiles or whatever. I don't know. But we aren't cheaters. We are comfortable with 80% win rate. We buy challenges for our students. No, don't buy challenges for your students. I'm not interested in your business. Don't buy challenges for your students. There's no such thing as 80% profitability. Were you high on drugs? I don't think anyone is 80% profitability over what time frame? Over how many trades? Over 1,000 trades, you have 80% profitability, then that would make sense. But if you're taking 10 trades and saying we're 80% profitable, there's no such thing like this. Yeah, I'm working in UAE. My dream is to meet you. Awesome. Inshallah, that dream will come true. All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go get some tea, and then we'll see how we go. I'm in Thailand. I know. Yeah, I think it's tea time. No, no, no sell. Why sell? There's no sell. Absolutely no sell. Why is it not saying anything? Because I was waiting on that. What tea do you drink? I prefer black tea. Maybe black tea over here now. I prefer black tea. This. And this is what you do with black tea. Let me show you. This is Raja tea time. Okay? Can you guys see this? Let's see over here. Okay, let's see. So this is Raja tea time. So this is what I do. I do this. I mix it. Take it out. And then grab the tea bag. And then I do this. Squeeze it. Squeeze it just like this. And squeeze it just like this. You know? And then, oh shit, this is supposed to happen. And then I mix it in there. Yeah, buddy, we got a cup of tea. An English tea at the London session, mate. In it, mate. English tea at London session. That's how you do this tea time in London session, mate. Okay, so how do I bring this chat over to everyone so I can see the chat? Can you tell why trading is haram? Bro, I don't give a fuck if trading is haram or halal. I don't indulge in that sort of conversation. Indulging in that conversation is haram. That's what I can tell you. So people ask me this all the time. They ask me, look, they ask me, what should you do to be profitable? So let me tell you what you should be doing to be profitable. You should not overtrade and you should not over risk. These are only two things you need to stop to be profitable. There's no other reason or other thing that you should be doing. That's it. Only. Do you have any of your video on volume? No. I don't have any of the video of volume. I don't do that stuff, volume stuff. So look, see, this candle, it did not break the low. No sells. Nothing happening over here. This candle's about to close here. It's going now, so we're just basically reading it. What is trading psychology and how to manage $100 account? One or two trades a day. That's it. On your last trade, your stop loss was below the 30-minute low? Yes. The stop loss was below the 30-minute low. Is it Instagram banned? No, I blocked you. Instagram is not banned. I blocked you. What is this guess? Delivering today. Can we enter at any? You should only focus on one session. Only focus on one session. Either it's going to be the New York session, either it's going to be a London session, or you should focus on only one session. do you trade live every day? No, but I do trade every day. Chat is still asking stupid questions. Yes, chat is dumb. Yes, fuck, that's what it is. 30-minute candle has closed. 15-minute candle over here. We're consolidating. Ranging. Very, very difficult. Can you explain the last trade you took? Yep. We created support, took a buy, price went up, closed the trade. That was the trade. That was the trade. Last minute to Pakistan. What does that mean? $8,300 account. If you had an $8,300 account, I would use a zero point 0.6 lot or 0.5. That's what I use. Why do you not buy break? Because there was no confirmation. There was no confirmation to buy break. Absolutely no confirmation at all. So the one thing I'm really looking for is for price to break below 39.93, so we can move down. This is something I'm not interested in. Not interested in at all. So let me point this out right away. Potential buy above 4005, right over here. And your potential sells below 3994. Potential sells below 3994. That is something I'm looking at. Let me change the properties of this here. Yep, that's it. You only trade with support resistance? Yep, that's it. I have $100. Should I buy a funded account? Should I trade with my own $100? Trade with your own $100. Please give me $200 now. If we execute at candle close and candle breaks high in 1 or 2 minutes, is valid or not? It should be valid. Should be valid. Optimal lot size for 10K, I think 1 lot or 0.75. My mentorship cost, like if you want me to mentor you, like one-on-one and stuff like this, I think it's about $18,000. And you get eight 30-minute one-on-ones for $18,000. Eight 30-minute one-on-ones. So that comes up to whatever that comes up to. But that's what you get. Plus, you get the course, the webinars, everything. Do you do adoption? No. Do you see market structure? Do you see market structure? Yes, I do see market structure. So the structure is we have resistance at 4004, we have support at 3995. That's it. Now we just wait. Now we just wait. All right. Should be good now. Perfect. Yes, good. I use MetaTrader for my analysis because MetaTrader is where I trade. I don't trade on TradingView. Bro, your strategy works in all time frames? Yes, it does. Thank you for the $2. And 6 sec, yeah. My lot size in the beginning was 0.02 lots. 0.02 lots. I live in California. I want to move to UAE. Can I get residency with trading professional freelancer? No. There's no such thing as a trading professional freelancer. Trading is considered as very calculated gambling. That's what trading is. It's considered as very calculated gambling. Someone gave me $5 a day. I have no words for him. Met him in 2020, and I'm not the same. Oh wow, amazing, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, I may still remember you. Like if I see you face to face, I'm gonna remember you. I will remember you. Live webinar, not able to teach you. Please help me. I don't know what to say. What's the most important thing to learn? Technical mastery, emotional management. I think emotional management in trading by far has to be the most important thing that you can do. Emotional management in trading. Without emotional management in trading, I don't think you'll be able to trade successfully. Because when you're trading, there's a lot of things you need to keep in mind. Like let's say that you win a trade. Now you want to trade. Now what are you going to do? Are you going to take another trade? What are you going to do at that time? If you want to trade, if you lost a trade, what are you going to do after losing a trade? Will you go? Will you go? You know, balls deep again to make that loss after losing a trade? What are you going to do? So that's very important. What process you use on a $3,500 account? On a $3,500 account, I think is 0.25. Should be the one size 0.2, 0.25. Can you help me settle in Dubai? You think I'm your father? What the fuck? What? You think I'm your dad? What market edge AI saying? I don't know. When you trade in gold, do you also analyze the DXY? Look at that. Now, this candle is moving and grooving. If this candle starts to break below its own low over here, right over here, does it have the capacity to continue to push down? Yeah, see right there. We're breaking below its own low, right over here. You got like a 27 pip stop, and then you're looking at for price to come down to probably like 37 pips, 39.90. You got like a 27 pip stop, and then you're looking at for price to come down to probably like 37 pips, 39.90, 31.18, 39.90, 39, 39.89, something like that. Does a bigger time frame matter? Yes, bigger time frame does matter. Is this MetaTrader what we're seeing now? Yes, MetaTrader. I use Dominion Broker MT5 from the website on MacBook. I want to see style history right now. How can you get it? Yeah, this is MetaTrader. This is MetaTrader. By the way, you're going to be able to use a new platform as well. You're going to be able to use a new platform called TradeHawk very soon. Very soon you'll be able to use TradeHawk. Share gradual increase of the lot size in $50 account, please. Okay. So this is, let me show you the history. Go to entire history. So this is the history right over here. $50. Actually, I think I could show it here better. Which means I pay less commission. Right? You see this? This is I'm just doing it to show everyone that if you're patient, you're consistent, and you give things time, it can happen for you. It can happen. I'm working in my UAE. Okay, I can be your employee. Yes, please. I need someone to be offered. So look, there's a 15 candle this morning, and I want this candle to close first. If this candle can close, actually, you know what? This can actually go down. Yeah, there we go. Broken below the low. This is going to be a great opportunity for 10% price. Great opportunity for 10%. I'm not going to take it because I already took my trades for today. Let me show you my trades for today. Today, 2 trades, 6 and 38. But yeah, it's going to be a great opportunity for 10% for price. Because if this candle now stays below 39.95, the next candle can wake up, break below the low, and push down here as well. Who's the founder of Community Market System? How can I join your course? The link is in the description. By the way, I'm going to be in Bangkok on the 21st of August. 21st of August. I'm
Okay, guys, I would have managed risk over here. The only thing I could do was to manage risk over here. That would be great if I would have like closed all of my positions when candle closed back in the range. Instead of losing $80, I would have lost $20. Like, yeah. Okay, guys. No. If this candle forms bearish, I'm gonna give my bias a second chance. Actually, just a minute. Let's see if this 15-minute closes below this range. I'm just gonna sell, anticipating this 30-minute to move down and 15-minute to fill this week and move down. But this 15 minutes should close bearish.
going to be in bed. All right, guys. Welcome to a new video on my second channel. I'm gonna say thank you guys so much for the love. So far, I have like 300,000 views, and it's getting 20,000 views an hour right now, which is insane. The winner of the $2,500 giveaway is right here. Boom.
So this cannot close with no wick at the top. I'm 30 like this, so still no. Ideally, this candle is just close bearish in order for price to move bearish. Ideally over here, yeah, risk management would be the key over here.
Okay, good. Audio should be good, right? Yeah, it could be good now. How can nothing? We want Raja vlogs. Honestly, my vlogs are getting very bored. You will be very bored with Raja vlogs. Why don't you activate Windows? Because honestly, I don't know how. I don't know how. If I activate Windows, I think I'm going to lose something. So that's why I'm not activating Windows. What's your price of mentorship? One-on-ones with me? Well, there are three tiers. There are three tiers. Right now, where are you located? I'm in Thailand. Any trades today? Yeah. Took some trades today. Two trades. One was a buy over here. Price went up. Hit my stops at break even. And another buy over here. Bought it at 30-minute support. Because of this support, we created, took a buy, and then we continue to push up. What are you smoking? That's irrelevant to your success. Whatever I'm smoking, that's irrelevant to your success. Are you smoking weed? No, that's haram. I don't do that. What's the reason for your last trade? There was support form. There was support form. If trading is haram, we should not do it, right? Yeah, you should not do it. He's smoking Zaza. What is Zaza, bro? What is Zaza? Yeah, we're just ranging over there. What should we do? Nothing. There's nothing to do at this point. We're just consolidating. Straight up consolidation. Can you make this video bigger? Oh, wow. You can make this video bigger over here. Ooh. Diamond hands, diamond balls. You guys see me big now? How's the quality? Is the quality good? Let me take a look at this myself. I want to take a look at this quality. I don't trust you guys anyway. I want to take a look at this quality. There's nothing happening on the price here. Let's see. Okay, nothing happened. What is hard work? Okay, that's it. That is it. Yeah, nothing happened. Oh yeah, the quality is pretty good. Interesting. 1,000 lot size? No. No, no 1,000 lot size. Why do you want to do 1,000 lot size? That's it. Like, I don't think any LP will accept that. 1,000 lot size. You said one session, 1 hour a day. But why do you take trades at other times? Because I'm a professional. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for 10 years. So I think I can do that. You know, it's the same thing as when you talk to Michael Jordan and you ask Michael Jordan, "Hey, Michael, I thought you're only supposed to step once and then jump on the one foot and then you should shoot the ball. But I see you doing it differently now. And Michael Jordan's going to say, do you guys want me to say this in the Michael Jordan style, or you guys want me to say just like a regular style? You want me to say this Michael Jordan style? Michael Jordan's going to say, my nigga, I've been doing this my whole damn life. That's why I can do it. That's what he's going to say. So, when you spend a lot of time in the market, you start to understand that at different times, the market moves in a different manner. The market has different personality, let's say the New York session, or let's say in the London session. So the market has different personalities. So when I was in Canada, I was only trading the New York session, right? I was only trading the New York session. Early in the morning, would only trade New York session, NY Open till NYC Open. That's it. That's all that I ever did. But when I moved to Pakistan, moved to Dubai, then I was just trading. Then I was just trading the London session. That's it. Just the London session. That's all that I was trading at London session. So I got good at that. So now when I look at the markets, I know I got experience trading the New York session. I know I have experience trading the London session. So whenever I see an opportunity in the New York session, I just go for that opportunity. How does them decide lot size and goal on given capital? See, my formula for lot size is very simple. The account is at $6,200. So I'm going to be using, let's say, 0.5 lakh. 0.5 lakh. I'm going to be using the 0.5 lakh. But as the account goes to, let's say, like 10K, it's going to be at like 1 lot, or like 1.9. No. 0.9, 0.8, like that. Do you have a day trend bias for buys or sells? No. My bias is whichever zone the market breaks. So let's say the candle breaks and closes below 39.95, because we can see that 39.95 has been rejected 1, 2, 3 times. So if you got a candle to close over here, sir, beer suits you. Why, you want to send someone's marriage proposal to me? Beer suits me. Thank you. Jamaica din namaz पढ़ो. नमाज पढ़ ली है भाईजान. यहाँ हो गया 3 p.m. Ready? Do you perform lunch? No, I haven't. Inshallah, I think next year. It's going to be inshallah. I haven't. Isn't it funny that people who don't have a lot of money, they've already done Hajj. They've done Hajj. But they can know me, and then I know like a lot of my friends who have money, they haven't done Hajj so far. It's like when there's the calling, it just happens. When things are happen, they're gonna happen. You can't force things at all. You can't force things. That's what I'm like. Can you explain what strategy you use, break and retest, or just breakout? Breakout. If I had to characterize it, I think it has to be breakout. Sir, you have Indian visa. Why the fuck should I have Indian visa? I don't have Indian visa. If I want to see, look, I don't have it. If like me, I think Pakistanis and Indians are the same. That's what I think. We're from the same area. Pakistani, they're the same. So either go to India or go to Pakistan. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same people. It's the same thing. I think they're all the same. Bengalis are different. They're short. Some okay, some are big. The majority of them, the ones I've met, or the ones I know, are short and skinny. Bengalis, so they stay over there. Maybe I'm going to see a big Bengali later on. Who knows? Can Afghan people trade on Dominion funding? No. Well, of course you can. What kind of question is that? Why M15? You clearly, M30 is more accurate, but sometimes, like, look, so this buy, I took only 30-minute time frame, trusting it, because this was a picture perfect buy. Picture perfect buy. I'm worried about Umair Raja. He's fine. I spoke to him today. He's fine. We are not same. Huge difference. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Pakistanis are better looking. That's huge difference. Huge difference and huge edge we have. Pakistanis Way better. No, you're absolutely right. But I didn't want to go there. I had no intention to go there. Zero intention. But obviously I'm joking. You know, someone's underwear is gonna get even tighter now. Because I said that, and they're gonna miss the part where I said I'm joking. So don't get it tight. Losing it up. Okay. Could you please explain the trade? Look, so on the 14th, I don't know. Would you ever take USA clients? No. And USA is a whole other jurisdiction. They have their own regulations. It's extremely strict, and we don't want to go there. ICTs call you Pendu. ठीक है जी जुमा 4 दिन नहीं right जुमे में ना Pendu हैं yeah. See, I'm old school, okay? I'm old school. I don't know fees and liquidity sweeps. This methodology of trading wasn't there when I started. I mean, it could have been there, but it wasn't mainstream. So I learned simple things. I learned the thing candles closing when there's time of volume, or consolidation happening before market opens or mid markets or before news, or even like things like, um, or even things like not consolidations, or even things like candles forming a way to move. Like sometimes if you've been in the market for a long time, look at this. If you've been in the market for a long time, now look, it's breaking below this low. It has to break below this low here because we don't know whether it's going to take it. How tall are you? Tall enough for people to, when they meet me, they say, "Oh shit, we didn't expect you to be this big." When I meet people, when I meet them, they're like, "Man, I didn't expect you to be this big." Yeah, why don't you go to Dubai's zero tax? Yeah, you know what? I should move to Dubai. People have asked me this multiple times. Roger, you should move to Dubai. I think I should move to Dubai. That would be a good idea. Move to Dubai. I think I should open an office over there. And then I think I should buy a mansion. And I should own some cars in Dubai. I think that would be a very good idea. I think that could happen. Yeah, I think that can happen. Can you explain this previous trade you took? Yeah, the 30-minute candle is created as support. I'm not interested in this sell now because the candle is about to close. The candle is about to close, so I don't know whether we will reject or we will continue to break this low to push down. Holy fuck! Yo, this is a straight on. I don't know where this. I have no idea where this dog came from. This is straight up. Hey, this dog, just casually walked right. What the fuck is this? Move to Nigeria. No thanks. No intention to move to Nigeria. Rajati, man, Pindi's if that did, if the minimum place, Mr. Rogers, so I know I'm not. Voodoo lessons. Yeah, this came from Signal, son. What should call it? This dog over here. Where did he come from? Oh, I think that was Riz. Is that Riz? Was that Riz? Came to check up on me. Will you? Will you let the kids learn the same? Trading, I don't know. They can do whatever they want to do. They think I don't know what they. You know what? That's a very interesting question. I should ask my kids today. I just ask them, what do you think I do? I think that's going to be an interesting question to ask them. What do you think I do? Yeah. When can be the delivery? Can you explain your last Great, yes, I will. Oh, now look at this, right? Now look. The candle is closed. This candle now has to wick up the way it's doing. It's perfect. Break below its own low for price to push down. Because the previous candle closed with no wick on the top, no wick at the bottom. Listen very carefully. The previous candle closed with no wick at the top, no wick at the bottom. This means the candle moves down and it just, and from here as well, it just started. You know? So normally this means that the 50-50 probability the next candle will either push bullish or it's going to move bearish. Now, to skew this probability, listen to me very carefully. Now, to skew this candle in your favor, or to skew the probability in your favor, we need this candle to be a normal candle, right? And what's a normal candle? A normal candle is, listen to me again very carefully. Some of you guys are retards and not listening, just signal them. Listen. So then, a normal candle has to make a top wick and then continue to push down. Because that top wick would mean, this candle has a top wick, this candle has a bottom wick and a top wick. So these are normal fucking candles. It needs to make a top wick, break below the low, because once it breaks below this low, that top wick would mean where your stop loss can go. Because if it does that, if it breaks below the low and makes a top wick, then you can say that, okay, for it to not go bearish, it needs to make its own high. But now look, this retracement is this retracement is now sort of like more than half the width of the previous candle. So when this is happening, now you know that okay, you know what? Like, probably either it's going to be a big ass top wick or it's going to be no top wick. You understand? You get it? So that's something I'm keeping in mind, right? Because sometimes you don't just take a sell overhead, thinking that okay, we have a lot of volume, we should move down. But I'm thinking, you gotta do this candle has to do certain things for me to have some confidence that now it's gonna push down. Keeping in mind that we did break below 39.95, close below 39.95. So that's a big question to what's happening over here. But if you look on the 30-minute candle elsewhere has no wick. So like if you're looking at structure, you need the 15-minute candle close below 39.95, and then you need the next 15-minute candle to sort of like wick up till 39.93.48, something like that, break below this low for price to push down towards 39.85. Something like that. Some sort of visualization like that. Because if this 15-minute candle closes below 39.95, then we know it's respecting this resistance. That's going to be the first half of the 30-minute candle, and then if the next 15-minute candle breaks below this low, and that's going to be the second half of the 30-minute candle, making the overall 30-minute candle push down. And that's going to be like, oh, are we correcting this move that we had earlier behind it? Is that what we're doing? Is that what's up? Right? I have to wait. We are not to be any chances for the buys. Yeah, I mean, look, great buys about 4004. Where my kids haven't asked me. I want to ask them a question. What do you guys think I do? Why most of the time impotentry fails? Because it does fail. Impotentry, they do fail. Your second last candle bottom wick, how do you know it goes bullish? No, look at this 30-minute candle over here. It formed a proper candle, so I just took class. It formed a proper candle. For motivation, what motivation are you gonna get from me? Your name is Beast Gaming 7790. What motivation do you need from me? What motivation do you need? That motivation is gonna die after 2 days. Then what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen then? The motivation is it should be in the mirror. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys an exercise. Look at this candle. Okay? So I'm gonna tell you guys an exercise to do. And this is something I do once every 2 weeks. You gotta do this. It's very important. What I do it most of the time is I look at myself in the mirror. Okay? You look at yourself in the mirror. Just look at yourself. Look at your eyes. Look at yourself in the mirror. Because you know what happens? The only way or the only reason we look at ourselves in the mirror, the only reason why is to look at any imperfection. See if your hair's done right, or you don't have any food stuck in your teeth or the side of your lips, or your nose hair is big. Right? Look for imperfections when you look at yourself in the mirror. And once you're done, you just look at where you look at yourself often. So doesn't that mean that when people look at you, people don't look at you to find imperfections. They look at you to communicate. They look at you to form some sort of a relationship or to read whatever that you're saying. That's how people look at you. Right? So they're looking past those imperfections and they're looking at the real you. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you see the real you or do you see the imperfect you because you're looking for some imperfection and getting rid of it? So you gotta look at yourself, maybe look at yourself. If you can't do 10 minutes, try 5 minutes. I dare you. Try 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, just look at yourself in the mirror and then see if there's something you notice about yourself for 5 minutes. And try to build that up to 10 minutes. And you're gonna see a profound difference in how you view yourself. You know. I know this is going over some heads over here because maybe the chemistry or the IQ levels are not matching, but this is something very, very important that you need to do about yourself. Because whoop is sick. I'm not able to hold trades. Any advice? Slows 90%. Because you not holding trades is like you're scared, and where does your lips look puffy? Why? What are you gonna do with my lips? It's natural. Injections? Yeah. I got some lip fillers going on now. Yeah? Lip fillers. Let me make this bigger here for you. Alright, look at that. Look at that. Lip fillers. Anyway, please give me your mentorship. I'll take it. Would you have taken via the support after first recount? After first, no, because this candle had a small body, right? This candle had a small body, and this candle just moved way too much. You know, how much lot size on $300? 003 candle had a small body, and this candle just moved because this candle had a small body, right? This candle had a small body, and this candle just moved way too much. How much lot size on $300 account? 003. Are you trading all sessions? No. Bro, can I trade an Asian session only? Sure. Do the love how related to these people. Can you explain? Man, I've explained this shit like 10 times on this. Wow. Why are you late? When you know the stream starts at London Open, you started early. Why are you late? Huh? And Afghan community? No. Because you got an A in your name. You can't join community funding because you got A in your name. Raja Banks show next episode when Habibi. I don't have any Habibis. Come on, man. The cost of one-on-one membership $18,000. You get 8 one-on-ones. Please give me. Can you show your history for a moment? How many moments? What's a moment for you? What would you think is going to be a desirable time to call a moment? How do you even do this? Oh, go to history.
I'm done for the day, guys.
What would you think a moment is? 1 minute? A few seconds? Let's see if I can fit 71 page. Oh, wow. You can fit this whole shit in one thing. Take a screenshot. Take screenshots. Okay. I'm already looking at myself into the mirror right now in my car. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea unless you're in the passenger seat.